For 7 years, our lives were intertwined. 4 of those as husband and wife. It wasn't perfect, but it was real. Built slowly with affection. Shared holidays, late-night talks, dreams of children. I truly thought we were on the same path. I was wrong. It started subtly. She began staying out more. First with work colleagues. Then with unfamiliar names I'd never heard before. Her phone turned private. Smiles for texts she'd hide as I walked by. I noticed, but I didn't want to be paranoid, the jealous partner. I convinced myself to trust her, to dismiss the unease as insecurity. Then, one evening, as we sat in the kitchen, she dropped a quiet bomb. "What if we tried an open marriage?" she said, like suggesting we try a new restaurant. I laughed, assuming it was a joke. She didn't laugh. "I'm serious," she said. "Monogamy isn't natural. I want to see what's out there." Her words fractured something inside me. I tried reasoning. We chose each other. Isn't that enough? We're already free within the life we built. Her eyes shifted, maybe guilt, maybe resolve. Then she gave her terms. "If you can't accept it, maybe we should part ways." Couldn't sleep that night. Her words echoed louder than every memory we shared. How could those years mean so little? For 3 days I said nothing. I went to work, smiled through meetings, hid the ache. I was silently coming undone. On the 4th evening, she returned home late again. She stopped when she saw me waiting at the kitchen table. A packed suitcase sat by the door. "What's this?" she asked, her voice uncertain. I stayed calm, colder than I'd ever been. "You gave me a choice. Accept sharing you or separate. I'm choosing neither. I'm leaving, not because you asked, but because I finally see the truth." Her face changed, anger, confusion, maybe fear. She didn't expect this. She thought I'd beg, plead. "You don't mean it," she said, voice trembling. "I do," I replied. "You want freedom. You have it. The door's open." Tears filled her eyes, and for a second, she looked like the woman I once loved. But I wasn't the same man. She tried to explain, said it was just an idea, something to discuss. I didn't respond. Some betrayals don't get second chances. I grabbed my keys and walked out. No shouting, no drama, just silence. I left her standing in the home we'd made, surrounded by the consequences of her own choices. 2 weeks later, it was final. She tried calling, texting. I ignored it all. Friends said she was having a hard time, that her new freedom wasn't what she expected. The open life she chased left her unmoored. I didn't hate her, but I didn't return. I'd learned something important. Strength isn't always about staying. Sometimes it's about knowing when to walk away. In the months that followed, I found myself again. Reconnected with old friends. Returned to passions I'd shelved. Took a solo trip I'd always put off. My life wasn't flawless, but it was mine again. No more compromising for someone who didn't value me. I heard she dated. Nothing stuck. She'd built her identity around our marriage. And when that vanished, so did her sense of direction. The open relationship she wanted was just a distraction. One that never fixed the void inside her. I didn't go back. Not out of pride, but clarity. Real love doesn't ask you to lose yourself. It respects your soul, your limits. She wanted freedom, but in chasing it, she lost the one person who truly cared me. And what I learned, the most painful lesson of all, was this. The hardest part wasn't walking away. It was understanding that protecting your self-worth sometimes means letting go of what once felt like everything. By rejecting her vision, I reclaimed my own. For the first time in years, I could finally breathe.